it's Veronica Abetha-Bowick introducing the new Goldwell Cool Blonde collection. How many times do our blondies come in and say, I just don't really like the brassiness that I see, or sometimes they just say that they see somewhat of a yellow tone in their hair, or sometimes they just say, I'd really like to be a little bit more of a neutral blonde. So the new Cool Blonde collection by Goldwell is going to take care of all of that. Whether our clients are looking for a more icier or more clear blonde, or even just a little bit more of a neutral color, even if it's in a darker shade, a darker tone, for our darker clients. So I'm super excited and just really looking forward to what our Cool Blonde collection is going to bring to the salon and to our clients and stylists all across the world. So we have 8 new shades, 4 being in our Colorance family and 4 being in our Top Chic family. Our first ones that I'm really excited about are our Express Toning in our Colorance family. We have a 9 Icy and a 10 Icy, and those will be mixed just like our regular Colorance 2-to-1, which would be 2 parts lotion to 1 part color. Then we have our 8 CA and 9 MB also in our Colorance collection, and that will also be mixed 2-to-1, again 2 parts lotion to 1 part color. Then we go into our special series, which is our High Lift Blondes. We are offering an 11 SN and 11 PB, and that will be mixed, again 2-to-1, 2 parts developer to 1 part color, and with those it's recommended either 9 or 12% developer, and that's just going to give us a little bit more pigment, a controlled pigment within our High Lift family. So when you're looking for that blonde that really just wants to see a really light shade, we can go ahead and go in there and use our high lifts and have a little bit more controlling pigment within that color line. Then we have our 8CA and then also again the 9MB in Top Chic, and that's just going to be mixed 1-to-1. So we're just really excited about those, colors that we can offer. Again, just being a little bit icier and just offering a little bit more dimension in the cool zone area of our color line. So it's really something to look forward to. Now, the thing that I'm most excited about is our new Silk Lift Control also within our blonde Cool Blonde collection. And for me, this is just really exciting. I know that for other stylists as well, we love our Silk Lift just for what it provides, for our clients as far as just being really nourishing to the hair as it lightens. And that's really big, especially me being from Phoenix. Our blondies love to be out living in the sun. So being able to offer this Silk Lift Control is just going to be a huge step to be able to have also those controlling pigments that's in the control part of the Silk Lift. So we have 2 parts of the Silk Lift Control. We have the Silk Lift Control Ash and then the Silk Lift Control Beige. Now our Silk Lift Control Ash is going to control pigments levels 5 to 7, and our Silk Lift Control Beige is going to help control levels 6 to 8. I'm sorry, yes, 6 to 8. And so in our Silk Lift Control Ash, it's really going to just go in, and Cal has a special patent color to be able to really control all of those underlying pigments of just brass and really cut through to be able to just provide that really control, basically. And the same thing with the Silk Lift Control Beige. So what you want to do when you do mix the Silk Lift Control is you do want to add our tone equalizing serum and you want to add 3 pumps to each one of those formulas just to make sure that that is going to actually control and help just stabilize that color as you're lifting. So again, those are really awesome, and just really looking forward to them. I got to play around with it, you know, with my model, which you guys will see, and be able to just really look at the color, and it's exciting. It's a little, I'm sure it'll be a little, some stylists will be taken back, and even clients will be taken back by the color, but I just think it's such a beautiful thing to have, to be able to see the purple color in my bowl. So that is one of the things that I'm really, really excited about. Now, we have the 4 techniques, and I'm really excited just to say that shading is the new ombre. And that to me is a huge part, because ombre has just been such a great game changer in our industry. So our 4 techniques within our Cool Blonde collection when it comes to shading is multi-shading, deep shading, natural shading, and soft shading. Now all of those 4 I will talk about a little bit as I do my model and kind of finish up with her. But really all of them offer a different option for all of our hair canvases, whether it's our dark client that has a little bit more of a darker, you know, she's darker in pigment, or if it's our really, really blonde client who just wants to be a little icier. All of those options really offer different technique for each person. So I'll look forward to you guys seeing my model here in a little bit. Hey guys, it's Veronica Abetha-Bowick here at Lunica Beauty with Goldwell, introducing our new Cool Blonde collection. Super excited about it, especially because here in Arizona we have so many blondes. And we all know that most of our blondes hate when they turn brassy or gold, or just tend to have that little bit of a yellow tone. Introducing our new Cool Blonde collection is really going to kind of give our blondes what they're asking for, which is being either an icy or just more of a cooler tone. So we have 8 new shades in our collection. Our first 4 shades are in Colorants, and we have our 2 Express that are the 9 Icy and 10 Icy. Then we have the 8 CA and the 9 MB, and again, that is in our Colorants family. Then we have our 4 top sheets that we are introducing, 2 high lifts, that is an 11 PB and 11 SN. Then we have our 8 CA and our 9 MB, and that is just, again, just to create that cool blonde effect in our clients. I have Jenna here, who is my awesome client and friend, and she came in with kind of a cooler tone through her ends, and we were just kind of looking, and a little bit brassy in her roots, so we were just looking to soften out those roots, and the technique that I decided to go with was the multi and the soft shading technique. And the reason why I wanted to do this was because she wanted that soft effect of not such a heavy rooted look, but just a soft blending through the ends. So the first thing that I went in and did was put 2 foils in the front, or actually 4 foils in the front, with our new Silk Lift Control, which I'll talk a little bit about that here in a few, just to be able to soften around her face and really brighten her up. And then I went in and just went through halfway to mid-shaft using my board and thermals to be able to soften that blend where I darkened up her roots a little bit. So my root color is 40 mils of 10 volume, 35 mils of 6SB, and 5 mils of 5A. And again, I just wanted her to have that little bit of a darker rooted shadow look. Then as I went in with my thermal papers, mid-shaft is a 10 volume and 6 SB, and that was equal parts, and I did 30 mils. So we will finish off the look once I shampoo her with a 9 Icy, and we'll go from there. So I'll keep you guys posted. Hey guys, it's Veronica Bowick, just showing off our new Cool Blonde collection. And I just wanted to show you a little bit of my technique. This is my model Jenna, and on Jenna, we went in with a soft shading technique. I went in and did her roots with 40 mils of 10 volume, 35 mils of 6SB, and 5 mils of 5A. We wanted to go with more of a rooted effect, and also just having that soft shade blending through the ends. I'm going in with thermals with a 7SB and 10 volume, just for a little bit of a softer effect. So I'm just finishing up, and I'm just going with my board and just kind of soft shading into the mid shaft and leaving those ends out for that look of just kind of a shaded soft look. So we will continue on and let her process, and we'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, it's Veronica again. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit more in depth about our colors that we use, and also our Silk Lift Control, which is my most exciting part of the new Cool Blonde collection. We have Silk Lift Control Ash and Silk Lift Control Beige. Now our Silk Lift Control Ash is going to control levels, is recommended for levels 5 to 7, and our Silk Lift Beige is for levels 6 to 8. Now in Jenna, in her formula, I used Silk Lift Control Ash, which, don't you guys love the color? It's nice and purple with 30 volume, and those were just for her 4 foils up front. Then I used, in her second formula, again, I used 40 mils of 10 volume, 35 mils of 6SB, and 5 mils of 5A. And then through her mid shaft, I used 30 mils of 10 volume and 30 mils of 7SB. So the reason why I wanted to go in with those is, again, just to give her that nice, soft, multi-shading effect where I use the 2 different techniques. See you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, it's Veronica again, and I just wanted to talk to you about our 4 different techniques within our Cool Blonde collection. We have our soft blonde technique, which is just giving a soft transition with using panels, using the melting technique to be able to just create a much softer, cooler look. Then we have our deep shading, which is just going to give you a nice, deep rooted at the regrowth into a nice transitional cool shade. Then we have our multi-shading, which multi-shading is just going to just give dimension within that cool blonde look. Again, using panels with that melting technique, within foils, using slices, or even a weave technique. Then we have our natural shading, which is just gonna be a little bit more of a natural look. It's gonna go into a nice, cooler, softer blonde where it's just gonna look a lot more natural. So those are our 4 techniques within our Cool Blonde collection. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about the actual techniques and what kind of technique I actually use. After actually getting into Jenna's hair and actually doing the techniques, I realized that I actually used 3 of the 4. And that was the multi, the soft, and the deep shading. So I went in and I actually placed 4 foils right in the front, just to give her that little pop of color right in the front, and then actually just blending into the ends and actually leaving the majority of the ends out. My formulas for Formula 1, which was in the foils, was Silk Lift Control Ash and 30 volume. Formula 2, which was actually in her regrowth area, and I tilted my brush to the side just to kind of melt the color a little bit better and soften that out a little bit. And I used 40 mils of, again, 10 volume, 35 mils of 6SB, and 5 mils of 5A. And that was in Top Chic. And then my Formula 3, which was through her mid shaft, Again, tilting my brush to the side and kind of just softening that mid shaft, was 30 mils of 10 volume and 30 mils of 7 SB. And again, those were in thermal papers throughout, and then on her regrowth, it was just processed in open air.